and it's just about that time of the year. You can, what's that? You can almost smell baseball season approaching. It might be Ryan right here, actually, but it might be baseball. And as Maggie Fennell tells us, the preseason top 25 UK baseball team has one goal in mind.
As Coach Cohen said, Colin Cowgill, Scott Green, and Sawyer Carroll have all passed up an opportunity to be into the draft for another season at UK.
I want to be a part of another regional. I want to host a regional. I want to get to Omaha. I want to do all these things that I know we can do, and it sure does mean a lot. I tell you, you can talk about leadership all you want, but when kids have checks sitting on the desk in front of them and they're willing to walk away from that money and come back to the University of Kentucky, that means a lot to me.
I mean, we want to go to Omaha. We want to win the Southeastern Conference and win a regional and super regional and go to Omaha. I think that's the whole reason we came back.
The number one goal for me is to get to Omaha. As a player here, I feel like I've been fortunate enough to accomplish a lot, like you said, a lot of goals. Winning an SEC championship was by far the brightest moment so far in my career, but it's just not going to be complete unless we can get to Omaha for me, and that's really the only goal I have right now.
I mean, Omaha's definitely the ultimate goal. The thing that we need to realize here, that we need to concentrate on, is taking it one game at a time. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but by the same token, we're real confident in the team's ability to get to Omaha. So just that competitive mindset is what we need to have.
The teams decided to play game by game, but the ultimate goal is clear: Omaha. For Sportszone 50, I'm Maggie Fennell.
And it was the UK men's hockey team taking on Indiana over the weekend in their regular season finale. In the first period, game tied at 1 until Tom McCurry shoots. He's going to miss, but Tony Verino is there for the putback. Cool Cats up 2-1. And on the power play, it's Mike Barnes. He's going to pass ahead to Valerino, who is going to shoot and score here. UK up 3-1, but Indiana would come back to win 5-3, sweeping the series after winning on Friday 7-3. And now the Cool Cats await tournament action.
And we have a special guest on this week's Cat Zone as we sit down with the offensive brains behind the Cats. And he's also the future head coach of Kentucky, Joker Phillips.
I feel really good about this recruiting class. We filled a lot of needs, especially in the speed category. We needed to, we lost 2 receivers in Keenan Burton and Stevie Johnson, and Jacob Tammy being the tight end / receiver. So we lost some key components in that area as far as the guys that we have to throw the ball to. So we had to fill that need, and we feel really good that we got 3, 4, maybe even 5 guys that can be potential receivers. We signed 5 quarterbacks. When you sign 5 quarterbacks, you're getting athletes. Most teams put most high school teams put their best athletes at quarterback, and we feel like that by getting 5 quarterbacks, a couple of them will be true quarterbacks, but then there's another 3 that could possibly be wide receivers, defensive backs, running backs. Maybe one has a chance to be a linebacker. So we feel like we've got that need of speed and athleticism at the wide receiver position. We also wanted to try to get some guys some help on defense, and we feel like we got some. We signed a defensive end late from Laverne, Tennessee, that we feel really good about. We got some linebackers that can really run also. So we feel confident in this class that we helped ourselves getting our football team better. Now, is this a top 25 team? We haven't had a top 25 team since we recruiting team since we've been here, but we've developed some 2- and 3-star guys into 4- and 5-star guys. Andre Woodson, Keenan Burton, Wesley Woodyard. Those guys left here as 4- and 5-star guys. No doubt, we understand where we're at. We're at Kentucky. We got to be great projectors. We've got to take a 215-pound, 6'4" guy and develop him into being a 245, 50-pound defensive end. We're not getting those finished products. And Wesley Woodyard was 185 pounds coming out of high school. He leaves here 225 pounds and runs 4.4. Those are the type of kids that we've got to do. We've got to project and see the future in some of these kids. Well, couple of them we recruited as true other positions. E.J. Fields was a quarterback in high school at Frankfurt. He'll get started at wide receiver, see if he can help us at that position. There's a couple other ones that we recruited to give them a chance to be a quarterback, and if it doesn't work out, we know that they can be something else. But we've promised those kids that we'll give them an opportunity to see if they can be quarterbacks first. If it doesn't work out, they can move to wide receiver, defensive back, or maybe linebacker.